Exactly how Logan Paul made $5,081,490 in one day selling NFTs. NFTs are everywhere right now, and their rise has been meteoric. Hi guys, welcome back. And yeah, NFTs are becoming such big business right now that absolutely everyone is trying to get involved with them in some way. Whether it's through making and playing NFT video games, minting their art to sell it on OpenSea, or just buying and trading them. They're absolutely huge right now, and no one knows that more than Logan Paul, who a few months ago made over $5 million in just one day by selling NFTs. Now I know what you're thinking. How'd he do it? Well, here's exactly how Logan Paul made $5,081,490 in one day just by selling NFTs. Really boggles your mind, doesn't it? How does someone make that kind of money on NFTs? How can you get involved, and is it possible for you to copy Logan Paul and make yourself a few mil too? Well, I'm going to answer those questions and plenty more in this video, so stay tuned all the way to the very end. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications to make sure you never miss some news or info that could make you some money. Now, I want to remind you that I'm not a professional financial advisor, and there is always risk involved with any type of investment, and that you must be vigilant with your money. Now, with that said, and with you nicely subscribed, let's go ahead and jump into the topic and see what's been going on. So, okay, I suppose the thing that we've got to do first is catch the people up who might not yet know about NFTs. That's alright, let's do a quick recap. NFTs are non-fungible tokens, which is a term that is about as vague and confusing as possible, but really quite a simple concept actually. NFTs are bits of data, like art, video game character skins, domain names, music files, videos, that kind of thing, that are tied to a smart contract on the blockchain. This attachment to a smart contract is known as minting. In essence, NFTs behave very similarly to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, etc., and share many similarities and benefits with cryptocurrencies. The thing that is different about NFTs, though, is their uniqueness. While currencies are fungible, as in interchangeable or indistinguishable, the smart contract attached to an NFT is what classifies it as unique. Even if an NFT's data is copied and spread all over the internet, that still wouldn't invalidate the original. Imagine someone selling prints of the Mona Lisa. They are the picture, but they aren't the original painting. It's like the art trading world, but where the art is completely impossible to fake or forge. They can't be stolen, they can't be hacked, they can't be copied, and they're verifiable and very, very secure. Another way that NFTs are different from cryptocurrency is that they cannot be split. You know how it is. If you're watching this, I think there's a good chance that you're probably a crypto investor yourself. With crypto investment, it's possible to own a piece of a unit of currency, such as owning 32 millionths of a single Bitcoin. Now that's not the case with NFTs, which cannot be split or shared between different people. You either own a complete and entire NFT, or you don't. NFTs are set to establish themselves in many ways, and one of them is video games. Imagine you're playing a game like an MMO or a shooter, perhaps like Overwatch. You see a player in the game who's wearing a really cool piece of gear and looks awesome, and you want to get that gear too. But then you find out that there's only like 5,000 of them in existence, and because of that, they cost millions of dollars to acquire. Unless you're a millionaire in fiat money or in cryptocurrency, you don't have much chance of obtaining them, except when they were first minted. Some other really interesting things have become NFTs too, like when Jack Dorsey, the former CEO of Twitter, decided to get his first ever tweet and have it minted as an NFT, before selling it again for millions of dollars. People really will pay that kind of money for some rare, verifiable, completely unique data. Now, the NFT market has exploded over the few years that it's existed too, as just like with cryptocurrency, the term and the resulting curiosity has gotten so big now that normal average people who don't live on the internet all day are starting to hear about it. When that happens, markets can grow exponentially, as you probably know. But the NFT market, I was shocked to discover, has grown from $42 million in 2018 to an unbelievable, mind-bending $7 billion in just 3 short years. Now, I bet you're starting to believe that someone can make $5 million in a single day, right? The next thing to establish is who Logan Paul is. In short, he's a YouTuber who's been making videos on the platform for several years now. He's very famous, although he's not everyone's cup of tea, having about as many detractors as he has fans. You know, like almost every high-profile YouTuber. Anyway, this year Logan Paul jumped headfirst into the cryptocurrency world and launched his NFT career. Back at the start of the year, Paul produced the Logan Paul Box Break NFTs, which featured a collection of Pokemon cards with him on them. The cards were similar, but they were different tiers, being silver, gold, matte black, and holographic. The prices for these were $370 for the silver, $1,500 for the gold, $17,000 for the matte black, and $38,500 for the holographic version. As Logan Paul has been historically very interested in Pokemon cards, streaming about them and using them, this was a logical step and made for some exciting purchase opportunities for his fans. Trading cards in general are back with a vengeance in 2021, and collectibles are becoming more and more popular, not just with nerds, but with normies too. Logan Paul's NFTs were created then, and there were 3,000 in total, and in February 2021, he sold them for 1 Ether token each, which at the time was worth about $2,000. Being able to sell 1,772 of his tokens, Paul made an enormous amount of money very quickly. A quick bit of math, and we could see that 1,777 multiplied by 2,000 is 3,544,000. So that's how much he made in almost immediately. He even made the first $1 million in 30 minutes. Think about that. $1 million in 30 minutes for basically creating something in Photoshop, minting it, and putting it online for sale. Now obviously, if anyone else out there were to try this without being Logan Paul, without having his brand and his public reputation, they probably wouldn't see the same kind of money for a while. But that doesn't mean that it's impossible. You can begin to see why everybody's suddenly getting into the NFT trade, right? As we know, later the same day, the token sales would earn over $5 million in just one day. But there's a reason for that, besides just the rarity, the brand recognition, the fandom, etc. Tiffany Zong pointed this out in her tweet on February 20th that listed the total sales as over $5 million, with over 2,500 NFTs sold, 414 remaining for sale, and only 14 hours left to buy the remainder before they would be sent to a burn wallet and effectively destroyed forever. So you've got a hot new product, a major influencer's brand recognition and loyal fan base, artificial scarcity, and a time limit. Through these means, Paul was able to create an insane amount of what we call FOMO, or fear of missing out, in his audience. And we all know that this is a surefire way to get people to part with their money. Paul also did something else though, and that was to partner with a peer-to-peer exchange called Bondly in order to create and distribute the sold NFTs. Bondly enables users to trade across any chain and in any medium. Most NFTs currently exist on the Ethereum network, but there are some others that don't, so this is a very useful service. And of course, it's the Wild West right now, as it is always when a new gold rush begins, and Bondly is one of the many services establishing themselves right now and hoping to become the most prominent among them. Logan also incentivized his audience by offering 3 of the buyers the chance to win over $40,000 worth of Pokemon cards and attend an upcoming livestream of his in Los Angeles. When you think about it, NFTs are basically a lot like trading cards anyway, so this makes sense, especially for Paul, who does Pokemon card unboxing livestreams on his channel. So the question I know that you're really asking here is, how can you get in on this NFT gold rush that's currently going on? Well, let's not be crazy here. Let's establish once again that in the case of Logan Paul, he had his NFTs, which were on brand and relevant to his content. He had the name recognition and fanbase already in place, he created scarcity to make them desirable, he fostered FOMO through creating a time limit until the token supply would be burned, and he ran a giveaway too, just in case there were any people who didn't think owning the tokens themselves were enough of an incentive. So unless you can do all of that, then I've got to be honest with you, you're probably not going to end up making $5 million in one day. Did you really think you would? But that's by no means any reason to not get involved. Like I said, everyone is getting involved in NFTs right now, and even memes can become NFTs. If you're at all creative, there's no reason you can't be responsible for the next wave of unique tokens that everyone wants to buy. All you have to do is give it a go. So why not head over to OpenSea and get an account, then start minting your work. Remember, it can be anything. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications so that you don't miss out like I did on Logan Paul's NFTs. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.